Yes, morning everyone. The UK's largest retail provider of financial services, which includes the Bank of Scotland, Halifax and Scottish Widows, has narrowed its losses to £570 million in 2012 from a £3.5 billion loss the year before that. Now, primarily, this is due to the bank having to set aside another £1.5 billion to compensate customers who were missold payment protection insurance. And this takes their total bill for PPI to £6.8 billion. That's the largest out of all the banks. We also heard this morning that Chief Executive Antonio Horta-Osorio was awarded a bonus of 1.5 million in deferred shares for 2012, and the total bonus pot for the staff at the bank fell 3% to £365 million. Well, joining me now is Heather McGregor, who is a former investment banker and now writes the Mrs. Moneypenny column in the Weekend Financial Times. Getting it typed out there was a bit of a struggle, but thanks for joining us.
You're very welcome.
What's your reaction to these figures? Because things are heading in the right direction, aren't they?
Things are absolutely heading in the right direction. I think there are 4 things in this that are really excellent, and they're all going in the right direction. There are 4 things to look at. Their core Tier 1 ratio improved to 12%, which, when you consider how much they've provided against PPI, is absolutely astonishing. It means that they've been selling non-core assets at good prices, not just flogging the family silver cheaply.
So it means the cash they're holding is higher now.
That's right. It means that they haven't had to write down stuff on the balance sheet when they've sold stuff off. You know, if you sell things more cheaply than you bought them, you have to write that off. So, you know, they've obviously been doing a good job of flogging stuff off. And in fact, on the flogging stuff off thing, they've got rid of 30% of their non-core assets over the year, which is, you know, phenomenal. Customer deposits are up 4%. Lloyds Banking Group has always been great at customer deposits, and from a shareholder's perspective, great at not paying too much for them. So it means that they are attracting more deposits at not massive prices. And finally, their loans to deposits, even in the core bank, it's actually down 14% overall, but in the core bank it's down 8%, which means that they are, you know, not lending too much against deposits. And, you know, ideally, really, really prudent, you'd only lend out what you took in. That they're lending out to what they take in is now down to under 110%.
So making themselves a lot more healthier.
Yeah, they are a lot healthier. And, you know, this is what Antonio said he would do, OK? He said he would do this. He has done it. He has done it faster than anybody expected him to do it.
But yet, they've still got this massive payments that they keep having to make for payment protection insurance mis-selling.
Well, they've made a very clever this. They've made big provisions for it. But if you look at the rate of claims of PPI, you know, I wonder, is this a bit too much? I mean, this bank would have made £1 billion of profit if it hadn't made this final quarter provision of 1.5 billion for PPI. And, you know, I'm not going to speculate what's going to happen in the future, but a few years from now, I wonder if you and I will be sitting here looking at them releasing some of those provisions back.
And does it look like any sooner we'll be selling off our stake? Because we've got 41% in it, haven't we?
Yeah, well, there are 2 things about that. First of all, they've still got to sell Project Verde to the co-op, and the co-op may or may not be in a position that we all hope that it's all still going in the right direction. And by the way, when they do sell that to the co-op, one of their most talented employees, in my view, will be going with it. You know, I like to see women at the top. Helen Rose will be going with Verde. The other thing is that, you know, the government has now said that apparently, we hear, that the government is looking to exit sooner than later. And if I was the government, I would be doing that. I'd be looking at these figures going, yes, you know, I can get my money back much quicker.
OK, well, thanks very much for your time this morning, Heather.
Welcome.
That's excellent. That's it from me.
Steph, thank you.